beautiful sweet baby. So today I want to talk to you guys about Kash doll breaking up with her boyfriend Za'Darius. So Kash pretty much broke her silence yesterday, and then shortly after, her ex-boyfriend decided to break his silence as well. And of course, you guys know that it wouldn't have been any news on Kash without her baby mama coming forth, Tracy. So we're just going to hop straight into it, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts at the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at this post that Kash posted. So Kash pretty much said, at this point of my life, I just need to be single. Za'Darius, a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye. And with all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break also, so I'm done with y'all two right now. She then said, mental health is real. You gotta make sure everyone around you means well. Then Za'Darius came out with his post and put single, and I honestly do not like it when people post like this. I just feel like it's low level effort for the relationship as a whole, and it's also classless. Like, it's almost giving the invitation of date me. Shortly after, Kash actually deactivated her Instagram, and she was just, I guess, going through it right now. So that's when Tracy decided to speak out, and his caption on his picture says, looks like I'm gonna be paying that tuition by myself. Hashtag still Tracy out now. So this lame ass nigga is actually promoting his music in the midst of Kash and her relationship pretty much not working out. That's when Kash responds and said, tuition and Tracy in the same sentence is something I've never seen before. She said, I don't care who I'm not with, it'll never be you. Okay, so this was pretty messy, you guys. So Tracy and Za'Darius Smith stepped into the shade room with some comments after Za'Darius shared photos of himself with Kash doll and her children while they attended her best friend's wedding. So Tracy's little ass says, Cashton don't want to be there. And that's when Za'Darius says, nigga, when you ready to buy school clothes and go half on that tuition, let me know. So here's my thoughts. I feel really bad for Kash because I could tell that she really loves love and she really wants to be with somebody and, I have a relationship. And I feel like, honestly, as women, who doesn't want that? Like, I feel like us women, we all want to live this like fairy tale life and be with the man that wants to be with us. But just unfortunately, these days, it's extremely hard. Like, I feel like I've reached the pinnacle of my life where I'm in the give up stage. I'm just kind of like, if it's meant to be, it will find me at the most random space and at the most random time. And I'm not going to force anything. And I wish a lot more women felt this way as well because it borderline seems like desperation these days. Like, they either want to share a man with another girl just to keep the man, or they want to go through these extraneous things like downloading the T app to see if their man is cheating on them because they have speculation, and instead of them just leaving because they feel like something's wrong, they want to hold on to a facade and a fantasy. That's why for me at this point in my life, I'm just cooling. I'm just chilling. And if it makes sense, I'm going to go ahead and move forward with it. If it doesn't make any sense, I'm not going to waste my time or continue to keep, putting myself in danger, trying to hold on to some crappy little relationship just to say I have a man. I hope Kash, continues to keep things the way that they are and stay single. I mean, based off of the fact that, Za'Darius actually came forth and went back and forth with her baby daddy, it low-key gives he still cares about her a whole lot and that they might actually get back together. But I honestly feel like Kash Doll may need some time to just be by herself and be with her kids. And it's just kind of like, I understand that that kind of stuff could be flattering that your ex-boyfriend comes forth and kind of seems like a hero again with your baby daddy. But I kind of feel like at this point, you've had two kids. They're under the ages of 5. Give it a rest and kind of focus on them for a while. Focus on your career, focus on music, focus on getting your spark back, because it was very shortly after she had ended things with Tracy, she ended up in a new relationship. And I just kind of feel like right now, because she is a mother of two very young kids, leave the relationship stuff on the back burner just for a quick second. And I also think that that's another reason that relationships don't last with people, because they don't give themselves any time to actually heal. They're like so focused, so hyper focused, I should say, on trying to, get into this next relationship because they don't want to be alone and they don't want to be single and they want to say, my man, my man, my man. But it's just kind of like, did you give your pussy a time to break? Like, did you at least, you know, give your winky a chance to kind of deflate from being rock solid all the time? Like, calm down. I promise these people ain't going nowhere. And if your quote unquote match does end up going somewhere, I just kind of feel like it wasn't meant for that to be your match in the first place. Because what's for you will come to you easily, and it won't feel like the Hunger Games or a deep mission that you have to obtain to get what's actually meant for you. I just think that she should never also go back to Tracy. He's super lame. And I even seen someone say that, if Cash, keeps going through all these relationships and at first was Tracy, now it's Za'Darius, then maybe she's the problem. I honestly have to disagree. I don't think that she's the problem. I just think that she's moving on at a space in time when she's not ready. But yeah, I just hope that she doesn't go back to Tracy, because he's very much not who she should be with. I feel like when it comes down to Tracy, to me, Tracy is a Cash Doll fan that so happened to knock up Cash Doll. And that's what it looks like to me. And he's going to always remain and hold on to that title for as long as he lives, because that was the first accomplishment, like major accomplishment that he's ever had in his life. And that's unfortunate. But that for sure needs to be the last time that she ends up with him. I hope that she actually stands on the fact that it will never be him that ends up with her, because he's lame as hell. To use the mother of your child's breakup as a chance to promote your music is very lame. And it shows that he has no respect for the mother of his child nor his children. And honestly, I thought Tracy had a girlfriend of his own. Why is he still terrorizing? Last thing I would have to say, though, is that I don't think that Cash should completely close the door on Za'Darius. I just think that the both of them have to grow, and the both of them have to think about compromise, and the both of them, because she did say something along the lines of they just never seen eye to eye on something. I think that Cash just needs to take some time to herself, live her life, enjoy her kids. Let Za'Darius do the exact same thing. And if things are meant to be again, they will find their ways back to each other. But based off of Za'Darius going back and forth with Tracy, I could tell that he still has a lot of love for Cash. There would have been no reason for him to even do that if he, was completely over her altogether. So I would say just give it some time, maybe like even a whole year or so, maybe a year and a half, and revisit things and see where things are. Maybe y'all perspective would change and stuff like that as well. But that's my opinion. What's yours?